What's up, YouTube? Okay, so I got here my Carson mount and the NVG's hooked up, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like starting up. So we've got pretty much a full moon outside. I'm out in the field, and let's show you what the NVG50 can do. Nice. And we're in regular normal color mode. We can switch to green, phosphorus, black and white, and color mode. It's really hard to walk stable and it's cold, so I'm a little shaky. So you can see really well in the moonlight with this. It's really nice. Very, very clear. Oh yeah, you can definitely see stars. This thing is really dope to stargaze with. I mean, you can see everything. It's very IR sensitive, so. The power potency is about the same, exactly the same as the NVG50. But the FOV is definitely more. It's like 45 degrees, so I noticed, because I did a comparison with them both on both eyes, and I was like, oh wow. NVG50 definitely has a wider FOV. Alright, let's show what the IR can do. This is normal IR. This is IR1. It's a very good IR. It's actually better than the NVG30. Oh, that's interesting. That's level 2, level 3. Oh, there's coyotes, man. Ooh wee! So, like the NVG30, what I've noticed, it's about the same with the IR light. NVG, or not the NVG, the IR from level 2 and 3 is literally not, like, no difference. See? There's like no difference. Ooh, that white phosphor, that black and white mode's really nice. That's crazy. Sheesh, the coyotes tonight, they be wild, man. Nah. Dude, the IR light is much better on the NVG50 than the NVG30. So, like, there's a bit of controversy about this. I saw on the r/Night Vision Reddit about the NVG30 versus 50. You know, the difference of it, and it's like, oh, it's not that big of a difference. Yeah, I get that. That's, well, that comes to night vision power potency wise. Like the CMOS sensor, yeah, it's no different. But it is, besides that, it is actually an upgrade from the NVG30. It's actually way nicer. And the software on it, oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. Ooh, it's cold. I just really like the software so much better. It's just nicer, cleaner, you know. Oh yeah, something else I need to show you guys, which is really dope. I freaking absolutely love about this crosshair. Put that on. Check this out. Look at this crosshair. Heck yeah. So when you mount this on the rifle and stuff, it's gonna be dope. I got it up to 40 FPS. You can see the latency is really good. And another thing I noticed is the compass on here is way better by a lot than the NVG30. It's actually usable, whereas the NVG30 is not so much usable. The NVG50s, man, this thing is just, it's just, I was shocked. I was like, oh wow, that's impressive. The compass actually works and it's accurate, and I used it versus a real compass, and yeah, it's accurate. So it's really nice. I'll have a whole detailed video about how I think about it, you know, versus the NVG30 and stuff. Pretty soon, once I get way more time on this device. Oops, wrong button. Ah! Oh, snap. See, it's really difficult to navigate through this because, like, the buttons and stuff are weird. And now I flip the screen upside down. But now you know what the splash screen looked like on the NVG50. It's pretty nice, actually. Another thing I noticed too, which is a major big step up with the NVG50 is, and I have this thing fully charged, versus the NVG30, is the amount of power draw that the IR light has. And on level 1 on the NVG30, it eats the battery really fast. But on this guy, and I've used it quite often, and if I've used the NVG30 quite often. I mean, so much I know it really well now. And by now, like, just turning it on to level 1 in level 2, it would already be down to 2 bars by now. Like, especially before I started recording and the amount of use I've put into it, it should have already been down to 2 bars. And it's still at 3 bars. So that's really dope. So I figured, you know, the smaller IR light size would be more energy efficient. And it is by a long shot, and that's nice, because if you're using the IR, the big thing is like how much energy is going to use in the battery. Hopefully not so much. And I'm going to be using this thing quite often to see the energy difference and put that on the list to give a comparison. Honestly, you know, that night GoodNiteGear sent me this, and now that I've used this, I'm honestly impressed with it. It's exactly the same power as the NVG50, but the clarity is way better, and the overall device is just way better. They fixed all the problems that the community complained about, most of the problems with it. So that's really nice. It can see so nicely in the moonlight. It's crazy. Just gonna switch it to white phosphorus here. This Carson mount, man, makes it really, really easy to record on this thing. And yeah, you can see people really, really well. Oops, hit the recording button. Now we go back to black and white. Out in this field here. Seeing how well it performs in an open field. It does really, really nicely. See those two trees in person. I can't really see that very well. This thing can see way better than the human eye by a lot. And the clarity, you know, it's kind of helped it to see a lot better. Try not to shake, guys. I'm sorry, I'm cold. It's cold outside. It's also picture mode as usual. Love it. So if you haven't bought the NVG50 yet, and you're planning on buying it and you haven't bought one yet, that's good. And you just see this, but you're like, oh, it's $100 more. Is it really worth it? Yeah, get this. Don't get the NVG50. But for those that have the NVG30 like me, and you're wondering, is it really worth spending another $500 on the upgrade? Personally, that depends on you and whether or not if you want to spend money like that again. And also whether if you're content with the device or not. If you're happy with it, no, don't upgrade it. But if you're not happy with it and you want to get all the nice newer features that the NVG50 has that the NVG30 doesn't, and you want to mount it on a airsoft gun and stuff like that, or an air rifle for those guys that do air rifle at night, you know, that hunt at night, that depends, you know. I highly recommend upgrading it if you're one of those guys that's like, why not? Fuck it, you know. Definitely, yeah, it's definitely worth the upgrade, man. It's smaller than the NVG30 lengthwise, and it's lighter weight, so. And on my previous video, I said it was made out of plastic. Actually, I realized after messing with it that no, it's not made out of plastic on the body. The body is actually fully metal like the NVG30. So there's Zoila, my Zoila. Ooh, nice. I got that crystal clear focus. There she is, far away. See, I get to hit the right button, zoom on. There you go. She's over there playing with the NVG50. She loves it. She digs it. She loves the NVG30 by big time. We mostly use the NVG30 for stargazing. Because man, in person it's much nicer. Stargazing with this, you can see everything with this. I'm not kidding. Like, if you're looking for one of these for stargazing, it's perfect. And you're wondering, well, how well can it see in populated or polluted city areas? Really well, just like this. It's got extremely good dynamic range. I'm a little nervous to walk up to the woods here, but some of you guys are probably like wondering, how well does it see in a shady area? I'm gonna turn the IR on real quick. Make sure there's no glowing eyeballs. Yeah, the IR light on this is just significantly better. It's way better than the NVG30, guys. I'm telling you. Like, it's way better. Okay, so we're in an area to where like there's literally no moonlight that can get to, so it's like complete shade. And this is what it looks like. Yeah, let me turn the IR on real quick so I can adjust the focus as good as I can get it. We're up close. Now we turn the IR off. Okay. And this is what it looks like. And different color modes. And that's what it looks like. And I'm all the way down to the ground. It's not bad, man. The IR sensitivity on this is really nice. Yeah, that IR light, man, barely eats up the battery anymore now. That's a big upgrade, man. Cause man, the NVG30 eats the battery when you go to level 1+ IR. I'm not even kidding. And that's with the 18650. This thing has two 18350s. That's pretty good. It's in the woods, man. There's no moonlight getting in here. And that's all from the light that's scattering from this, that's bouncing off over here. All this infrared light from the moon. That's all the woods. I have the screen turned up all the way to 5 on the fullest brightness. Oh, the LCD screen's slightly bigger too. It's a little bit bigger than the NVG30, because when I had put both of them up to my eye, NVG50 screen is taller, slightly taller than NVG50. It's pretty good. The LCD screen is much clearer and crisper too. It's much more HD. They fixed the diopter, so for those people that, you know, wear prescription glasses like me, they work really well. And she wears prescription glasses and contacts, and it's really well. It works really well. The NVG30 doesn't do that. It struggles to like even not look like a slight astigmatism, and no matter how much I try to focus it. And the problem with the NVG30, it'll be more focused over here and more blurry over here. That was annoying. And I noticed a lot of people complained about that on Reddit and stuff, and on a couple of videos. This thing is clear all the way in the center, blurry on the edges, whereas you can see. Dope. Glad they fixed that. So pretty much the NVG50 is basically repairing some of the issues with the NVG30, basically. What's that deer down there? It's too much humidity. Can't penetrate all the way down there with the IR. I don't know if that's deer or a light patch. I think that's a light patch. Wow. And I still play with the NVG30. Up until GoodNiteGear sent me with this, and now I'm gonna be playing with this more than the NVG30. Zoe looking to have fun playing with the NVG30. Now I'm just gonna play with this. This NVG50 is dope. This is really good for just practical civilian use and airsoft, especially airsoft. If you're one of those boys that play night games and you're trying to find budget digital night vision that's not trash, dude, please buy this. GoodNiteGear, man. That's worth it. This thing's dope. Look at the ground. See everything, man. The sky has this really cool, like, greenish tint to it. Man, the NVG30 and the NVG50 are absolute kings in moonlight. Now, I mean, obviously we got better stuff than this nowadays. And obviously, you know, military analog and stuff, tube night vision is always superior. But now we got 80 NV, which is up to par, which makes this thing look like a joke. I get it, you know, there's better things, but, you know, not everybody's got the money to spend on that stuff. They really want a taste of night vision, and this is perfect. This is perfect to get a step into what it's like. to have a taste of simple night vision. This is better than Gen 1. This is like Gen 1 plus Gen 2, slight Gen 2 level. Kind of, sort of. Maybe it's like Gen 1 plus, really. Kind of power. I don't really remember from all the other devices I've messed with. Bro, she's having fun with that. Where'd that flash come from? Airplane. Wow, the sky. The sky looks good. And then here's the moon. Hello, moon. Alright, let's go walk over here. I'm almost up to that 30 limit timer. 30 minute. Look at this tree. You can see it really well. Now we're in full moon territory. Here's a trail. It's over there. See if I can spot Zoila. Oh, laying on the bench. Staring up into the sky. Stargazing? Wait. She's stargazing. How well can we see in there? Hello? Anybody in there? Just kidding. Way better than what I can see, that's for damn sure. Sheesh. There's a stump there. Oh, wow. It's crazy. Look at the clarity on that, man. Let's go to black and white real quick. Switch that IR on. I'm gonna tune it really quick. Look at the clarity. Yeah, it's way better than the NVG30 for sure. Way crisper and cleaner. The lenses are better, man. I just, in the IR especially. Oh man, I'm glad they upgraded that, because now it barely eats any energy. This thing just seems to be way more energy efficient too. Okay. All right. Well, that's all the time I have left. I hope you guys enjoyed the test on the NVG50 here. Hope you guys enjoyed that, man. And see what your thoughts are on the NVG50. You know, put your comments in below. And then if you're interested in buying this, I got a link in the description and a coupon code for about 10% off on anything. So you should definitely check them out, man. It's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. But I will have a full, detailed, extensive criticizing review on it pretty soon, basically, like a full detail on this when I have way more time on this, spend more time on this to get to know it more. So, all right, hope you all enjoyed it, and y'all be safe out there. Wish you luck. Goodbye.